Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on Glenleathann. This is a new mod map out by Cavalier Roy, 186.76 megabytes to download. It is set in Scotland from what I can ascertain. Glenleathann, Glen meaning valley, Leathan meaning broad or spacious, I think is kind of the term, the Scottish term. So kind of broad valley, spacious valley is what I'm getting. That's the kind of feel. Contracts are available on this map. There's quite a lot going on with this. With the all base game productions across the map. It's precision farming ready with a custom soil map. All base game and DLC products can be sold at multiple outlets apart from iron ore. There are 5 farms on the map. This does have a Scottish geo with Scottish weather. If we go into have a look at our crop calendar. Crop calendar's a little bit different. They all tend to vary depending on what's been put in, but that's kind of the geo for the Scottish one that we're looking at. What else do we need to talk about straight away? Oh, the map itself. Let's have a look at the map itself. So the map looks like this. I'm on New Farmer, and New Farmer you start with a farm area up here and all these fields. Field prices, they're up there, all up and around the 200s roughly and up. There's some smaller ones. We've got some meadow grass fields, and we've got a bit of forestry about the map as well. With a sawmill, if you want to do a bit of forestry, you can. Again, you don't have to. We have 4 other farms that will need to be purchased. We've got one up in the northeast corner. We've got one there, and one there on top of the one that we already start with. There are some, I say, verges to the map. That's 1.26 million to buy, and you get that little plot there, that little bit there, this section down there, and that there. So that's the only bit you can buy in addition to. But that's where a lot of the sell points and things are if you want to purchase those. There are a couple of extra ones as well. The biogas plant is a biogas plant where you can't buy the land on its own. You've got to buy the biogas plant and you get the land with it. But we'll get onto that later on as well. But we start here. Let's open that up and get those on. We start at the vehicle shop. There's some interesting things going on here. Our vehicle store is just there. Around the back we have a forklift truck. That's not leased to you, that's just part of the map. You don't technically own that, that's owned by the store, but there is a forklift truck here that you can use if you want to. As we come around the back here, we've got a lime station and we've got the workshop trigger. Now we have got a spotlight there, and there's a spotlight around the front. Now the spotlights have a significance, and I'm going to hand you over to an earlier MrSealyp who's done a bit of testing on this, so I'll hand you over just now. Thank you, MrSealyp. This is going to seem a little bit weird to start off with, but it will make sense in a moment. So some of the things that are in this map. One, it says small spotlight at the vehicle dealer's point can be cut to remove all cuttable hedges. Small spotlight behind the vehicle dealer when cut will remove all street lights. Alien Jim's cuttable hedges allow you to expand, connect fields or open up land. So I've got myself a chainsaw. We are at the main farm, so we have jumped obviously away from the vehicle shop. We're going to go back to the vehicle shop momentarily because I wanted to show you these first, because if I do these in the wrong order things will disappear. So Alien Jim's cuttable hedges, if you've got a chainsaw, as long as you own the land, in amongst the hedges you'll have these posts. If I drop down and cut that post, it removes that section. When you've then taken those out, you can then come along with a stump grinder and just take the rest of the stumps out, but you can remove whole sections of fencing. So that's the cuttable hedges. So that's been supplied by Alien Jim. Now, other areas where we've got fences here inside of a hedge, if I go back and cut the first of those posts or spotlights at the main vehicle shop, these hedges and fences around the map will disappear. I'm not sure if the cuttable ones will as well, so we'll check that, because you see all those hedges all the way around. Obviously for the rest of the map tour they'll be back. I'm doing this on a separate save because I just wanted to show you. We'll get round to showing you the farm momentarily. So what I want to do, to cut those I need to purchase the plot of land. So we'll buy the plot of land, come back off there, and we'll jump back to the vehicle shop. So the first post here should remove those hedges. I don't think it does the ones here, weirdly enough, around the workshop. I've had no message come up, so that's going to be a fingers crossed moment. We'll see when we jump back there. And then when we come around the back here, we've got this one, as you can see, street lights off around the map. If I cut that one, same thing, I can take that down, remove the stump, but you'll see now the street lamps have all gone. So that's the one behind the vehicle shop. Street lamps have all gone. So that's interesting. The hedges have gone, but the fences are still there. But all of the hedges that were cuttable have been removed. So you can either remove all of the hedges completely by cutting down that first spotlight in front of the dealer, or you can leave them as cuttable so you can remove ones you want to cut. So there you go. Yeah, we can leave all the hedges as you'll see as we go around, because I've gone back to, I haven't cut them at this point. That was on a previous save game. I've just done that so I can show you it. And you'll see as we go around the map just how many hedges there are around the map that are cuttable as part of Jim's cuttable hedges. But if you want to remove them completely, you can. So that's something to be aware of, and you can remove all of the street lights as well. Again, if you want to, that's entirely up to you. So what we're going to do from here, cross over the road, and we've got our supermarket, grocery mart with the sell point around the back, and then we're going to go across and we're going to start where we just were when we kind of bounced across there. But just over there is our start farm. There is a little track. I'm just going to jump on the bonnet of this car, I'm sure I won't mind. There is a track that runs from the road just there up here, since we're in the car park, and we'll come into the farmyard. Now while we're here we can talk about slot counts, we'll talk about mods, we'll talk about build mode and that kind of stuff, as we often do. I'm going to just whiz through to here because this is where I'm going to kind of start from. So as far as mods put in by the map maker, build mode goes, slot count is on new farm is 1,443. On farm management start from scratch it's 931, comes down by quite a bit. The 5 farms that are on the map all have selections of what you'll see at the main farm here, including sleep triggers, including silos, including fertilizer tanks and liquid fertilizer tanks and loads of animals, that kind of stuff. Each farm has not exact duplicates of. If you go onto a farm manager and start from scratch, none of the farms are there. None of the farms have any buildings, and you don't start with any of the machinery and equipment. This farmyard will look like this. Exactly. I would say personally you're probably better off coming on here. I mean, it depends how you want to do it. If you come onto here on New Farmer, you've got the ability to remove stuff if you want to and leave some things behind. All the stuff is available, I think, apart from the farm. Oh no, the farmhouse is standard. It's all available in the build mode, so if you do remove stuff you didn't want to, you can put it back in. Talking of build mode, if we go in under sheds, we've got a load of shed mods put in for Glenleathann. Load of sheds. Under silos, we've got these silos here. Now these are multi-fruit silos and they're larger capacities than the standard ones. Normally it's 400,000 litres for a farm of 400, 500,000 for a 500, and then 800,000. Well, these are 600,000, 500,000. That's interesting that it's lower for the larger one. I'm not sure why. And then that one's 4 million litres multi-fruit. And then the bale and pallet storages, which are usually, I say usually, 250. This one's 500. We're going to container. We've got the car 16, which is seed and mineral feed. That will do 500,000 litres. Fertilizer tank 60,000 litres. Liquid fertilizer tank 500,000 litres. And then there's a lime station. I think there's 1 or 2 of them placed around the map as well. If we go to, is there under tools? I don't think so. There's nothing under tools or farmhouses that's been modded. Under productions though, if we go out to here, you'll see pretty much all of the base game stuff has a modded version. As far as I can tell, all of the recipes are slightly altered. So the recipes, either they run faster, more cycles per month, or the recipes are slightly tweaked. So kind of custom production chains on here as well. There's nothing under sell points. If we go to animals, under cows, we've got these. So that cow pasture will hold 1,000. The cow barn large and the cow barn with feeding robot will do 2,000 each. Horses, we've got that one there, that will do 16. Pigs, out there and there. So that one 2,000, that one 1,000. So the barn 2,000, the pasture 1,000. Sheep, we've got a sheep pen that will do 2,000. Chickens 1,000 or 2,000, depending on if you've got the pasture or you've got the building. Nothing under bees, nothing under others. Under decoration, under fences, do we have? Oh yes, we did. Yeah, under fences, we have got the hedges. We've got some brick wall, and we've got old wall. And then under textures, there's nothing under lights or others. Under landscaping and painting, we've got a load of painting options. And there was nothing under trees and plants. So, a fair bit of stuff put in, as you can see. Sleep trigger is just here. Wardrobe trigger just inside there, with our pickup in there. Bit sloppy. Massey Ferguson, we've got a baler, we've got our roller just there, field roller. Front loader gear. Weights, as you can see, just in there. We'll have a look at it. And we're going to steal the equipment anyway. So, sheep pen, 2,000 sheep. The numbers are absolutely crazy. We've got a cultivator, seeder and planter. Corn header. Is that the roller? That was a field roller. This one's a mulcher, isn't it? Fent tractor. We've got the cow barn with feed robot. Manure heap just here. That's the 4 million litre multi-fruit silo we've just got there. This one was the fertiliser tank. Why is my thing not showing? Because it's turned off. There we go. So liquid fertiliser tank, 500,000 litre. Solid fertiliser tank, 60,000 litre. Mowing equipment, tedder, windrower. Silage clamp, just there. Horses, 16. Fuel tank, 10,000 litre. Bale and pallet storage, 500. Rock picker, Bradel K165. John Deere tractor. Cow barn, this one was this 2,000? 2,000 cows. With feed robot. And then we've got a seeder mineral feed tank which does 500,000 litres. Those three, the tanks and the silos, like I say, they're all 5 farms. I think each farm has also got a bale and pallet storage. So the capacities of these are the same at all 3 farms. 500,000 litres, 60,000 litres, 500,000 litres, 4 million for the silo. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, 1,443 slots on new farm. Oh, harvester and header trailer just in there. So the main farm, we're going to head out of here and we're going to head round. What I am going to do, actually, before I head off, I need to put some money in because we're going to need to buy those farms. Now, interestingly, considering the amount of buildings and stuff we have on each farm, the farms aren't that expensive to buy. And when you actually tot up across all 5 farms how many thousands of animals you could potentially have, it's crazy. And you'll see as we go around, like I said, just how many, you can see across the fields there, how many hedges there are. That once you've bought the lands, they are all cuttable unless you've removed them. I'll be honest, driving around the map, if you have removed them all, it seems a bit sparse. But I totally get as well that if they don't like hedges and they find them annoying, they don't like the collisions, and they don't want to spend ages having to cut all the fence sections out and then do all the stump grinding to get rid of them. To get rid of them all in one go, it's certainly an option. So, actually I'll do it now. I'm going to put some money in and then we can get around the map. That should do the trick. There are 20 collectibles on the map. I haven't come across one yet, but there are 20 collectibles. And it also does say, not all maps say it actually in the information, it does say that minimum of 3 days per month is recommended. I think that's for getting the max amount of contracts and stuff available as you go through the months. So, I'm going to head down the main road. Whoa. You can tell I've been playing on foreign maps, can't you? This has got some really lovely sweeping landscape. I mean, if the name is right, broad spacious valley. I think there's 2, it sweeps across the other side as well. It's not wrong, it's fantastic. So heading uphill, downhill and up the other side, should I say. We've got coming up on the left, carpentry. Now, as far as the production chains on the map going, whilst they have got custom recipes in so much as cycles per month or the recipes are slightly altered, they don't do anything over and above the standard things that the production chains are supposed to do. Now, sometimes you get flour, like the grain mill will do extra things like corn flour. As far as I can tell, they're all doing the standard things they're supposed to do, just with slightly different recipes and slightly different production speeds. On our right, we've got the grain mill just there. Now, I was trying to work out what castle that was. I'm looking at a castle that side. It's got to be Edinburgh Castle or something like that. It's got a very strange look to it, Pantheon-esque kind of look. We need to turn down here. There is a rather... no, Stirling Castle's not that big, is it? I don't think it is. I remember driving through there years and years ago. I can't remember if the castle's still there, is it? Anyway, I digress. Animal dealer, just down here with the bale sell point. So that's animal dealer just there, and bale sales just around the corner there. We shall find our way across country. Now, it does say there's a lot of stuff as well. Disturbed Simulation Scottish Geo, Disturbed Simulation Scottish Weather, Disturbed Simulations Missions Vehicles. I think that's to do with when you get contracts, when you get missions, they're picked out by, as far as I can tell, because there's nothing showing as like modded, there's no modded vehicles or anything like that. It also does say that cotton and sugarcane will not grow. So on the map, I say it won't, bear with me. It won't grow automatically. So the farmers that are, or the farm fields that are run by the AI, the NPCs on the map, you won't get cotton and sugarcane growing, and you won't get sugar or cotton, sugarcane or cotton harvest contracts. However, if you plant it yourself, you can grow it. So it can grow, it just won't grow automatically, is what it says in the description. So we're heading right up to the northeast to, like I say, farm number 2. I always say that it's an arbitrary number. I'm just giving that number because it's the order I'm doing them as I go around. If you went around the map a different way, you'd give it a different number probably. So as we come over the brow of the hill, we've got the next farm. Now, as I said, they're not too expensive. We stop here. So we've come out of here, or out of the farm, past the store, down the dip and back up the other side, past the carpentry, the grain mill, took that turning down there to the animal dealer and bale sales. We come along that track and out here. We're now right up in the northeast corner here. This plot of land, plot 35, will be 117,048, which is actually not that bad, is it, when you think about it? But you see all the triggers that appear, and like I said, they're all pretty much the same. So we go across, 4 million litre silo, we've got liquid fertiliser, and we've got solid fertiliser, 500,000 litre, 60,000 litre. Around the back here, seed and mineral feed, 500,000 litre, bale and pallet storage, 500. Silage clamp just there. This was cows, wasn't it? Yep, cows, 1,000. Now again, all of this stuff can, well, hang on. If you come onto a farm manager site from scratch, there are no buildings on any of the farm sites. However, if you come onto a new farmer, especially this farm, because it's right up in the top corner, pushed right into the top corner, I removed every building off of here, apart from that shed there I couldn't get rid of. And up in the top corner, or just over here, there are, is it a chicken pen? I couldn't remove the chicken pen either. So it's something to bear in mind. If you wanted to remove those, you might struggle to. Fuel tank, 10,000 litre, sleep trigger and wardrobe tucked in there. More storage. And chickens, 1,000 in the little chicken pasture. So this I couldn't remove, and that other shed I couldn't. But like I say, Farm Manager will start from scratch. It's all gone as sort of a standard setting. So again, it depends. You might not like the layout. You might want to move things around. You can just go for it. So from farm number 2, cows and chickens. Following the sweeping terrain. Just down here. Whoa. So as I said, you can't buy the plot of land, but you can buy the biogas plant. This is a 500 kilowatt biogas plant. It's not too expensive either, 200 and something actually. 218,928. So it'll do your regular things, but like I say, normally those say, is it 24 cycles per month? 192 for each of them. So, and the recipes I think are a little bit different. Digestate is what you get out. Like I say, the actual, what they do is the same, just slightly changed recipes. And if we go back to our map, I hope I was right about that. So we come down there. Yeah, so you see now the plot of land has been bought or owned because we own the biogas plant. Across the road, it says Farmers Market. That says exports on the map, but it's a sell point Farmers Market exports. However you wish to refer to it. It does say Farmers Market on the sign. From here towards farm number 3. I suppose it's because of the sweeping nature of the map and that kind of thing. It feels a little bit, I don't know if it's just because it's a Scottish map and I'm thinking about Lawfolds, but a little bit Lawfolds-ish. So, as you can see, coming up, the next farm, again not too expensive, similar sorts of buildings, just a different layout. But we have got different animals, this one. Usually, I say usually, again it's a generic sweeping statement. You'll get on a map, you'll get one farm will be a cow farm, one will be a pig farm, one will be a sheep farm, and you kind of buy them all as you go around. It's interesting that all of these have got multiple different sorts of animals, so you could run one farm and have pretty much everything if you wanted to. So from here out to there, down here, plot 120 for 215,640. Oh, hang on, there we go. So again, bale and pallet storage, 500. Fuel tank, liquid fertiliser, 500,000 litre. We've got a cow barn, this one was 2,000, yep, because it's a barn. The pastures are 1,000 and the barns are 2, as a general rule on here. $4 million silo, manure heap, sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger in there, seed and mineral feed just there, pigs 2,000. This one does have a feed robot as well. Horses 16. Do we have another one? I thought we had chickens here. There we go. Chickens around the back. 1,000 of has a nice feel to it. So back to the pickup, and we shall continue. That's 3 farms down, 2 to go. It's interesting. I'm trying to think. There's been 2 or 3 other maps that Cavalier Roy's done. I remember doing a map tour on one of them, and I found it really not complicated, but there was a lot going on. This seems a lot more straightforward. Basic's the wrong word, but do you see what I mean about all the hedges though? As we've been going round, if you cut down that spotlight, there'll be none of these at all anywhere. I think it adds something, you know. But again, you might not like them. So heading south. I hope I'm going the right way. I think I am. I keep looking down the little mini map. I think we're going the right way. Whoa. Most of the woodlands, I say most of the woodland again, that so is to the south of the map. There is some to the north, but a lot of it down here. Next sell point's coming up. We've got the cereal factory and the oil mill tucked away in here. That is the very bottom of the map. You can't actually go into there. So cereal factory and oil mill just here. Come over the top of here, on the left hand side we've got the sugar mill coming up. It says, it's here somewhere. There it is, sugar mill. And just past sugar mill on the right hand side we've got farm number 4. Back to the map. So from here we took that turning, swept all the way down there, cereal factory and oil mill. Up the hill here, past sugar, and we're now here. Plot 83, 202,680. Buy that. And a whole load more triggers appear. Silage clamp, sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger, seed and mineral, chickens 1,000, 4 million litre silo, fuel, bale and pallet storage, liquid fertiliser tank. We've got, was that horses? Solid fertiliser tank, 60,000 litres. Oh no, sheep 2,000. Cows 2,000. Yep. Bale and pallet storage. I think that's it. Yep. I love the fact as I'm walking around there, I'm actually leaning in my head, like I can look around there before I get there. What's wrong with me? So farm number 4, technically. Back out onto the road. Come up on our left, we've got the spinnery. Just there. And we've got a bit of a run down to the southwest of the map. Ooh. We get to the bottom, we turn just here. We've got on this plot, we've got sawmill, we've got biomass heating plant, so sawmill just here, biomass heating plant just there, and then debris crusher tucked away in the corner. Actually, that's what I was going to look at. Like I say, we've got a bit of forestry up the top and a little bit to the side there, but a lot of it's along down the bottom here. How much were the forestry plots? 514,234, 255. There's some smaller ones here. Yeah, 82 grand, 45 grand. So if you wanted to dabble before you dive, you can have a bit of a dabble. Ooh. all over the place, all over the shop. On our left, coming up, we've got the bakery. Just there. And just after the bakery, we need to turn left to farm number 5. So, all the way out to there, sawmill, biomass and debris crusher, bakery, we are now here, plot 55, 202,368. And all the various triggers appear. I'm not going to say them all now because you get the gist with sleep triggers, etc. I will do the animals though. 1,000 chickens, cow pasture. Oh no, not cow pasture, it was pigs this one. Pigs 1,000. Pig pasture. Large multi-fruit silo. Cow pasture 1,000. I know there was one down there. Silage clamp. Bale and pallet storage. Various different tanks for holding various different things. Horses. It was horses. It was horses. No, I'm having a nightmare on the last one. Sheep 2,000 because I'm not looking at my notes. I thought I'd be alright. I'll be able to remember it. Nope. Horses 16. There we go. So as I said, yeah, sheep, pigs, chickens, horses, everything going on down here. So from here, back up to the main road. Thread the needle between the pedestrians. The last few production chains coming up. We've got dairy to the left hand side. On our right hand side we've got petrol station. We've got the tailor's shop just there. And just past we've got the grape processing unit just there. If we continue along, we start to go down the sweeping hill where we left earlier on. We came out of that turning, so we're going to turn back in. Back up the hill to the vehicle shop. Now what I'm going to do, because something I forgot to check, so I'm going to jump out the pickup and walk up the road. Is go to our map, come back out to there, all the way up. We're now here. If I click on that and reset it, the reset point is here at the main store. And that's the map. That's Glenleathann by Cavalier Roy. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.